thank you very, very much. So, everybody seated, everybody happy? This song was especially for you, Petra.
Thank you so much. It's one of my favorites. Also, it's the favorite.
It is the favorite. So, was it difficult to persuade you to do this thing? Go into the ESCKAZ bubble once again?
No, it was very, very, very easy. I love bubbles and I love being in bubbles together with Sven Stojanovic, Måns Zelmerlöw and Eva Rosilian. It's a pleasure.
So, what is the main reason that you came back, except these gentlemen beside you, of course?
Well, when I did it in 2013, I said this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And then it became a twice-in-a-lifetime experience. And it's impossible to say no to such a fun thing, you know. It's filled with love, it's filled with humor, it's filled with, you know, just so much joy. And especially now, I think it's important for us to gather around things that are joyful and happy. And that's what Eurovision Song Contest is about for me.
Måns, your reaction when you received the phone call?
Well, I actually started discussing this with Christer the same night that I won in Vienna, and he just asked me if I would be interested if the question came up, and I said, of course. I mean, I think this is a once-in-a-lifetime, or maybe twice-in-a-lifetime thing to do, and I'd been saying to myself that I wouldn't be hosting again. I've been doing a lot of hosting in Sweden before, and I really wanted to focus on music, but this feels like it's too big to say no to, and it's so much fun to be inside of the Eurovision bubble again and get to experience it in a different way this time. I mean, Vienna was amazing, and I had such a good time. But it was interviews from morning to night, and I think that I'll enjoy like the bubble even more and the things around the competition.
And now it's rehearsals morning tonight.
Yeah, I know. It is, but it's a lot of fun, and we're really looking forward now to coming into the arena, the dress rehearsals, having an audience.
Sven Stojanovic.
Yes.
How is it to work with these two?
It's fantastic. It's a gift to. I mean, I've been working with live TV for more than 20 years, and every time we go up on stage and rehearse, I get blown away and impressed every time. Since I usually call them the Swiss Army knives of hosting, since they know everything. They can sing, they can dance, they can be the most professional of hosts. They're comedians, so I mean, I don't know what they're missing. They're missing nothing, so quick and easy to work with. So it's a pure pleasure.
Sounds like a privilege.
It is.
For you as well, Edvard?
Yes, a pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, we know all here that you like spectacular show numbers in Melodifestivalen and the last time in Malmö. So what are you preparing for us next week?
Well, yes, I'm very fond of big glitzy show numbers, and I mean, I love to have more of those in the Eurovision. I mean, to do that, the number we did in 2013 was a dream to get to do, so we're going to do some more of that this year. There'll be 2 show numbers with both of them together. So yeah, it's going to be very fun.
Can you give us something?
Well, it's going to be, we have a number in the second semi-final that's very dear to my heart since I grew up I'm a Eurovision fan by heart. I grew up loving Eurovision, and I've always wanted to be part of making a big show number that salutes the Eurovision and what the Eurovision is about. And that's something I haven't seen in the Eurovision. So to get to do that with these 2 Swiss Army knives, that's when very cleverly puts it, is a dream come true. So yeah, as a Eurovision fan, that number means especially a lot to me.
Petra, we've been reading in media about your back. What is the status now?
It's very good. I had, you know, since a long time problems with my back, and every now and then it gets a little bit worse, but I've been taken very good care of, and now I'm back in business, so it's no problem.
Perfect, we're happy. Let's take some questions from the floor, please. Gentleman here in the middle, stand up please, state your name, your media house, and you will get a microphone over there. Just come.
Thank you. Fernando Mendes for Radio International. Good morning, everyone. My question is for Petra and Egil. Congratulations on your job in Malmö. That was excellent. that I believe set very high standards for the future presenters of the Eurovision Song Contest. Now that you're gonna take that mission again, does that experience help you? Is it making it easy this year, or maybe it's more difficult because you know that the hopes on your job are set very high by yourself?
I understand what you mean. I'm not an underdog anymore, and it's always nice to be the underdog because nobody has any expectations whatsoever. But I don't think you can think of it that way. Now I'm doing something different. First of all, I'm not the only host. There is, what's his name? Who I love and enjoy so much working with. And it's going to be another output, that's obvious. So I try not to compare these two events, but take the best parts from 2013 and find new ways of expressing myself together with Måns this year.
Måns, except winning, of course, last year, what do you bring with you from Vienna to Stockholm?
Well, just I think for the routine of having experienced that, being one of the favorites, and also like everything that happens around, like 20,000 fans and journalists from all over the world. So I think if I were to do this the first time, if I were to be in the bubble for the first time, I would have been a lot more nervous, I think. But I feel very safe now, and I feel very confident together with Petra, because I really feel I can rely on her on stage, and that our chemistry is so good. We have so much fun on stage, so I'm really looking forward to it.
More questions from the floor. Lady here in the middle. We'll get a microphone. Left hand. Please stand up.
Hi, this is Jasmine from ESC Insight. I have a question for Måns. Speaking of your winning and hosting, it's 40 or 50 years in the future and you really want to impress your grandchildren. What do you show them first? Eurovision 2015 when you won, or Eurovision 2016 when you co-hosted?
I would definitely say 15 when I won. I mean, that will always be the most incredible moment of my life. And sitting there on the stage, having won in the Wiener Stadthalle, looking out, and just before the music starts, that's just incredible, and I'll try to tell that to my grandchildren.
Edvard,
Describe the feeling.
Edvard, do you have any ideas left for this year? Du har inte bränt allt krut.
Jag hoppas inte det, Johan. Yeah, oh God, absolutely. I mean, to get to do it the first time to get to do it in Malmö was overwhelming and very humbling, but there's always ideas left, and going back looking at it, there's some ideas. But it's all about what story you want to tell. In 2013, the important thing for us was to tell the story that one host can do this, because there have been 3 hosts for so many years, and we really wanted to try and get comedy into Eurovision, because I missed that. And this year we have a new story to tell, which is we have 2 hosts, and we're going to continue the tradition of the comedy, and I really want people to feel that we love the contest. And I mean, Måns and Petra both genuinely love the contest, and I hope that will get through.
Sven, we've had a range of artists coming here to the press center and doing interviews, and they all are extremely happy about the organization and the way you work. Do you get the reaction from them as well as we do here at the press center?
Actually not. This time I don't get to meet the artists and the delegation as much as previous years, since we've divided ourselves. So Christer is more working with the artists and the actual contest, so he's in touch with them all the time. And we're focusing on everything else. I mean, the comedy and the interval acts and the openings and everything the hosts are doing. So, but what I hear, everything is running smoothly, and everything I see is looking really good. I'm really happy with the stage design, and I think it's going to be amazing. Yeah, I'm happy. I think we're in a really good place.
Cool. Gentleman in the middle there, stand up please. You'll get a microphone on your left-hand side.
Hi, this is Ben from EurovisionLive.com. This is a question for Petra and Måns. I would like to know how you prepare for the big night. And I saw you once doing your circle with the jogging here around the globe. So, how do you prepare?
Well, I think I prepare mostly mentally and Måns physically.
More questions? Please.
Hello, Violeta from Eurovision.org, Poland. Måns, I have a question for you. Dreams can come true. Last year you won a Grand Prix and now you're a co-host of the Eurovision Song Contest. What's your next big goal dream?
Well, as you said, many of my dreams came true last year when I got to win the Eurovision and then got to do an international tour after that. And right now my biggest dream is just, first of all, to do this in a good way, of course, but after that to be able to make myself a name and establish myself as an artist all over Europe, because one tour is not, doesn't take you all the way. You need to do a lot of them.
Thank you very much. Yes, in the red there.
Good afternoon, Eliana Genchilova, the newspaper Gomin News, Belarus. My question to Måns. Who is your main favorite in this year? And in your opinion, who will be winners this year? Thank you.
I don't think I'm allowed to say, actually, but I do have favorites. But I can't tell you which. But what I can say is that I think it's one of the best Eurovision years ever when it comes to the songs. I listened through all of them last night and I was so impressed because there weren't many that I think it's going to be a tight race this year.
Please. Gentleman there in the blue shirt. Stand up, please. There he is.
David from Radio International. Good morning, everyone. And hi again, Måns. Petra, I've got a question for you. Last year you were invited by the BBC to co-host the Eurovision 60th anniversary show at the Hammersmith Apollo alongside Graham Norton. How was that experience for you?
I don't want to compare, but it was the best. No, it was one of the best experiences ever. I love Graham. And the audience and the feeling. Edward was there and had written the script, and it was just hilarious. It was it was something I will never forget, and I just long for BBC to, see my talent and to contact me again. In 16 years. You will see.
You're doing the 120. You're doing the 120th anniversary show as well.
Yes, I'll be there. Definitely. Me and Saskia, exactly. That's right.
Yes, in the front there.
Hello everyone, I'm Yvonne Arnason from the Skånska Dagbladet in Malmö. And my question is for Måns and Petra. It seems we've seen you on the trailers and it seems like you've bonded so well that you're going to work very well together. And could you tell us a bit more about your cooperation and what it is that you bring out in each other that will give this great result, we hope?
We hope.
Well, I think we met the first time in 2009 when I did Melodifestivalen with Hope and Glory, and Petra was the host. And back then we exchanged a couple of words, I think, that's all. But already then I felt that there was a chemistry there that I really liked Petra. And so when I got the question and they told me that Petra was the co-host, I thought it was the best choice ever. And it definitely was, because we've had so much fun over these past few months, and it feels like we really know each other now. And as I said, I can rely on her on stage, and she makes me fun. She brings out the humor in me, so I'm very happy and grateful that Petra is next to me.
And well, I think that's all. No, I love working with Måns, and talking about 2009 I was very unexperienced Måns was actually the only artist who came up to me and seriously wished me good luck. He was so polite, he was so generous and kind, and yeah, if I make him funny, unfortunately I can't really say that he makes me the world's best singer, but at least I try to sing when I'm with Måns. And he's so professional and he's so relaxed, and he, I feel very, it's comforting. It's a pleasure to
And she sings well.
Very good. Yes, gentleman there. Stand up, please.
I know there's a whole nest of Radio International here. Good morning, everybody. JP. Question to Edward. How do you get the ideas for writing the script, and you're doing so much with it? Do you have a team that helps you? And when did you start working on the script writing for this Eurovision Song Contest?
Well, first of all, I've been in my head writing the script for Eurovision Song Contest since I was 5. 5 in my living room, miming to Turkey in 1987, and thinking that I want to be a part of this sometime in my life. So I've always had that dream. But I think it's, surround yourself with good people. I have the 2 best hosts I could possibly ask for. I mean, I couldn't be happier. I have a co-writer called Daniel Rehn, who I always work together, which is like a brother of mine. Or a sister, if you ask other people. The 4 of us, we spend a lot of time together. I mean, we do spend a lot of time together. We laugh, we look at old clips. Sometimes we laugh at old clips, sometimes we cry at old clips. I mean, we just really sort of try and surround ourselves with Eurovision. And that's how the ideas come. Then during this week, we've been watching a lot of the rehearsals. I mean, I think it's great to just see what the artists bring us and bring here, because it's just very inspiring to see what they're doing.
Which means you still come up with ideas.
Yeah, all the time when we see the numbers. So yeah, it's fun.
Perfect. More questions? Gentleman in the back. Stand up, please, in red shirt.
Hello, good morning. My name is Javier Varela from Eurovision.com in Spain. My question is for Petra. You did an amazing number on the interval act in 2013 in the final. Are we going to see you singing this year too in any of the shows?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Nothing can stop me from singing. Not even my mother or my agent. But there will be, I wouldn't say similar, but there will be show numbers that I'm very proud of and that Edward has created in the best of ways, I think. But it's going to be a little bit of a surprise, I guess. So I won't reveal everything.
Edward, except Turkey in the 80s, what numbers from the Eurovision history do you think are the most spectacular ones?
Oh my God. What a wonderful question. We could be here for hours. No, I won't keep you long. Velvet Amigo 1995, that's 3 minutes of perfect bliss for me. So thank you, Spain.
Okay.
Spain 95 just symbolizes everything I feel about the Eurovision.
Perfect. More questions from the floor, please. Yes, please, stand up. Microphone here.
Hi, I'm Pernilla Ekdahl from Norra Skåne. I was just wondering, it's 2 minutes before the show begins. Do you have a special routine you do? Or what goes through your mind before the show starts?
We don't actually know yet. We're going to discover that tomorrow. But I will probably be working out in one way or another. Just to warm up. What do you do?
And I will be listening to Måns warming up in the room next to me, where I will be focusing. I'm very focused the minutes before I go on stage. I don't crack too many jokes, I think, 10 minutes before I go on stage. But usually, I always crack jokes. But in those 10 minutes, it will be difficult. I try to focus on what I'm going to do. I think Edward is the best one to answer how I am before I go on stage. I don't really realize it myself.
I know, I just dream of seeing you jogging around Globen before we go on stage. So I'm hoping it's going to happen. No, I think we'll just. I think it's important to just close the door, just be the two of you, three of us, and just sort of focus before we go up, because it's so much pressure and so many. It's so much to think about. So I just think you need to get your mindset into that.
More questions? Yes, please. Stand up.
Question for Petra again.
I love your image, it's wonderful.
Thank you.
I'll try to imitate it on Saturday, Tuesday and Thursday.
Melodi nummer 1. No, you put me off now.
Oh, sorry. I do that to men.
I was going to ask you about how you go about choosing the dresses and outfits that you're going to dazzle us with over the next week. I seem to remember you wore Jean-Paul Gaultier, I think, in Malmö. So what can we look forward to this week?
Yes, that would also be a surprise, but I think we have already stated that it's it's 3 Swedish designers. And I was very happy to work with Mr. Jean-Paul Gaultier last time, and I'm also very happy now to be able to show that also here in Sweden we have very skilled designers. I don't know if I'm allowed to give names or not, but yes, I am. Okay. So it's going to be Valerie, which is a young girl, and Dalanto, and also Mr. Lars Wallin, with whom I've been working throughout the years, and they all make fabulous dresses.
How do you actually go about choosing which ones you're going to wear from their collection? That must take some time, I guess.
Oh, my dear, what was your first name again?
David.
David. Believe it or not, David, although you and I think that I should decide everything, I don't. So I'm surrounded with people who help me decide. So I do as they say, more or less, but then I have some opinions of my own. But it's decided which designer is going to be in which show by them. So, but I'm very happy with the decisions.
I have to say, Petra, one of my abiding memories of Malmö is of you in a beautiful Jean-Paul Gaultier dress with your trainers on.
Yes. That was Edward's idea. First we make a dress that costs $1 billion, and then we put you on this kind of bicycle that can destroy everything. But it worked out fine.
Thanks very much.
Are we happy, people?
Yeah.
Any more questions? Thank this lovely group of people. We will see you tonight again at the really special event at 7 o'clock downtown Stockholm. And now, Lilia